if I didn't see the seventh inning, Harold, and I said, describe it to me, how would you do it?
I don't know if I could. I really don't. I was thinking about that because I was watching the highlights, and I'm saying it was 53 minutes, and how in the world they get that down to 1 minute of highlights? So it was pandemonium. It was basically you saw a play you'll never see again. You watched fans go crazy. You watched an infielder that is sure-handed make errors that you can't believe. I mean, it was unreal. I've never seen anything like it.
And then you had Bautista hitting the home run. I mean, it was just crazy. And you guys were, I could tell in the moment, like there's part of you that's a fan because you're watching this going, I can't believe what's happening here. But you also have to know the rule book with the throw back to the mound. And what I noted was, I think Dale Scott calls time. Had that been an NFL play, Harold, they wouldn't have allowed it to continue. But he says he calls time before the runner gets to home and then says, all right, the correct call is he scores.
Yeah, it's funny, Dan. I think years ago they would have said, nope, the timeout overrules. But with replay, and I'll go back to the Utley play the other night. Remember when they put Chase Utley back on the base, second base, even though the umpire had called him out and he's gone to the dugout? With the new replay rules, and one of the things that's consistent with replay is the onus comes on the defender to make the tag. So because Tejada didn't crawl over and tag Utley or touch the base, the play, now the umpires have to make a judgment call and they put him back on second. So similar to this, Rougned Odor was already coming home and he touched home plate. And so they basically said, hey, there was not going to be a play. He continued it. We didn't. He gets the run. So
any problem with Bautista's bat flip? A lot of people have responded to it. And then I said, given the time, given the moment, I don't have a problem. If it's June in the third inning of a game, I have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with it.
Yeah, if it's June, knock him down before he even gets to the plate. but right now, that night, I didn't have a problem with it. I think it's one of the all-time bat flips on the list of crazy flips. It was epic. You had to be in the building, too. You think about it, fans were throwing beer cans from, I call it the Canseco seats. Remember when Jose hit that ball up there? 500th level, throwing down stuff. I mean, it was just up and down crazy. We had 2 bench clearings before that. I mean, it was everything. So I think all the emotions came out in that swing.
Now you have, now granted, Kansas City didn't win in dramatic fashion. Cueto looked great in shutting down the Astros. But how important is momentum? Do you believe in momentum with Toronto winning that way now coming to Kansas City?
Well, I know the old baseball cliche is momentum's only as good as the next day's pitcher. But there's something magical to having some momentum. Yeah, I believe in it. But both these teams right now are on a collision course because Kansas City's living off of the Game 4 in Houston. They're on a high roll. So I do believe in it, but I think both teams have it going right now.
What do you expect tonight with DeGrom against Greinke?
Wow. I don't know who's going to win this. I think Greinke, it's a tough matchup for him because he's around the plate, and the Mets are a club that puts the ball in play when somebody's around the plate. I think the dominating stuff outplays the Mets lineup, but I think Greinke's stuff isn't going to overpower them. So I look at them to be able to score. It's all on DeGrom. If he throws like he did last time there, the Mets win this thing.
He's pretty impressive.
He is, and he's a cool customer.
He's not afraid.
No, and that's what's impressive about all these young players that are playing in the league now is, they got the swagger and they carry themselves pretty cool, and they got a heck of a confidence. Donaldson, the other day, he's grown on me to be one of your favorite characters. And you know this, Dan, when you follow a team through a series, you get to meet guys and be around them and see what they're about. And this guy comes out, the day before, he says, I put my Harold Reynolds game on him. This one he went first to third. He was running and all that stuff. And then he takes BP, and he's coming out of batting practice, and he's coming out of his round going, nobody hits the ball better the opposite way than I do. Nobody. And then he goes deep in Texas and hits an opposite field home run. and he's going down the line. Who does it better? Who does it better? I just love it because you never saw that out of baseball players years past. So it's pretty cool to see their personalities.
Who do the Cubs want to face?
I think the Cubs want to face the Dodgers. I'm not blown away by the Dodgers. You get by Greinke and Kershaw, I'll take them on in Game 7-game series, and you got the edge. So I think they want to do that. The Mets are a tough fit, man. The Mets are deep. I like their club, and of all the teams standing right now, the Mets should probably make the run through. But I think the Cubs go to the World Series. Nice.
The Cubs against?
I think the Blue Jays have the edge, but this is going to be a hard one because the Royals they're on a mission, and you could tell that they realize getting back that they would have never won these games a few years ago. They've been somewhere where they want to get back to. So this is going to be a dogfight. I really can't tell you the American League. No idea.
Hopefully you get some rest. Great job last night, and thanks for joining us, HR.
All right, my man. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Harold Reynolds, Fox Sports baseball analyst.